Well, hey pals, Peeps here. Thanks for dropping in today. I've got one newish card to show off that was picked up in the beginning of April. Haven't shown it yet, and just kind of put together a few cards to contextualize that newer card, a big card for me. Anyway, as you may already deduce by what you see on the board here, we're talking about big time playoff moments. And so I brought out some of my keystone cards, I guess, relating to that idea, and which it is a big focus of my collecting eyeballs. Is that how you say it? That's right. When you watch this, it's like you're looking directly into my eyeballs. So with that in mind, let's get to what's on the board. This one here was inspired by our pal Shane over at Shoebox Legends. I've had this for a while now. This is out of the Topps Archive Signature Series. This is a buyback. And so Topps bought this 93 Joe Carter back. They stamped it a couple of times here. This one is card number 39 of 39, so it's the Omega. 2024, this was the program from 2024, and of course 1993 being the year of Joe Carter, at least what many of us remember as one of the greatest home runs in World Series history.
On the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! Touch them all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
So anyway, I thought I'd bring that out. Beautiful signature by the man himself. And the other thing on the board here is a card that I've talked about not super long ago, but I talked about this game that's depicted in on this baseball card, this moment. And me and my better half had tickets to this game. Anyway, here they are. I found these holders. They're a little big for the tickets themselves, but Game 5, we were there when Travis Ishikawa hit the walk-off home run to send the Giants to the World Series, and that is what is depicted here on this 2015 Gypsy Queen. This is a walk-off winners insert. Not numbered or anything like that. There are no parallels to this. Just a good old classic insert, walk-off winners. And there is the big moment. I think I've shown a photo of me and, like I said, my better half losing our minds in this moment. So that's one of the bigger playoff moments, certainly the biggest one I've ever witnessed. Live, that is. And then I thought I'd show a few more that just are sort of very consistent with that theme, that idea, that it's kind of a main drag, if you will, in terms of the roads that I collect on. And here's one that I have also shown. I'm going to show a bunch of these that I have shown before that just kind of contextualize the big card, the big timer. Anyway, here's my 61 Topps Mazeroski's homer wins it, Game 7. I mean, that's just a fabulous baseball card right there, in my opinion. I took my time finding this copy. I've had this for a while now, but it took me a long time to find a nice copy, something that I was really pleased with in terms of centering and color. If you look for this card, you'll find out that can be a bit difficult, to say the least. But I was super happy with this one. Here's the back. Kind of game overview there. But what a moment, akin to Joe Carter. We'll put Maz over with Joe. All right, next is a fairly recent one. I think I got early this year, or maybe late 2025, the 61 Topps Baseball Thrills. Larson pitches perfect game. Of course, in the 1956 World Series, Don Larson pitched a perfect game.
Got him! The greatest game ever pitched in baseball history by Don Larson.
And here we have the beautiful ballpoint pen autograph right above the title panel. It's just like the perfect placement. Anyway, I know I've shown this one before, but pitching a perfect game in the World Series, just incredible to think. Certainly didn't see it, but the lore lives on. I feel like most of us are aware of this moment, whether we were alive or not. Just such an incredible feat. All right, next we are going to skip to the 68 World Series for the 69 Topps Sporting News World Series Game 1. This is my regular old graded copy. Had this for quite a long time. Gibson Fans 17.
A new World Series record.
Beating Sandy Koufax's record. I believe the record was 15 before that. Bob Gibson in his prime for sure. K's 17 in a World Series game, and you got the game stats on the back. Game 1. How'd you like to start off a World Series with your ace throwing 17 strikeouts? That must have been something else to be on that Cardinals roster. I believe I've shown that one before because I know I showed this before. I was fortunate enough to find the buyback of this card. I don't see this record ever falling, honestly. Yeah, I know there's big time strikeout pitchers today, but I don't know. Maybe there's other opinions out there. But there's the buyback. And this was had very reasonably, if I remember. It was under 20 bucks. I just think that's so cool. Great companion. Gonna need to do some rearranging here. All right, second to last, the penultimate card to show is my 2023 Topps Now, an image and card I think a lot of us are familiar with now. Got a bunch of these when they were released. I know that there were many printed. Thousands and thousands of these were printed. And I sent one in to PSA. It came back a 10. But I've got a page of these in the Z Folio just because the image is so great. The moment is so great. I mean, just the follow through on the pitch and Trout at the plate. It just doesn't get much better than this, in my opinion. All right, on to the big pickup, but I'm going to show one card, the base card, first. And this is a card that came out in the 2026 Topps Heritage set. It is card number 277. The NL Championship here. The beautiful swing finish by Shohei on a horizontal image. Beautiful layout in my opinion. And the caption reads, Dodgers sweep Brewers in 4 games. Apologies to Rob over at Bucks and Six for any hard feelings here in this big reveal for the big card. Anyhow, when I saw this image, I thought to myself, wait a minute.
That's fucking interesting, man. That's fucking interesting.
This right here is depicting and denotes possibly the greatest playoff performance in the history of baseball, where Shohei Ohtani hit 3 bombs and struck out 10.
And a swing and a miss. It's another strikeout. 1-2 the count. Ohtani, did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again!
And they swept the Brewers. He shuts the door on the series, and they go to the World Series. And then you've got the stats on the back, which are just mind-blowing. A little dark, hard to see through this top loader here. But 3 bombs, 10 strikeouts, win the game, send your team to the World Series in a sweep. Pretty big game. Anyhow, needless to say, when something like that shows itself, I like to find maybe a special copy, maybe a really special copy, and maybe one comes up for auction and maybe you get involved. And maybe you end up with this. The gold refractor, number /50. Look at the shine on that. Sick! Incredibly stoked, needless to say, to land this one. A very special version of a very, very special performance in the 2025 National League Championship Series. So there you have it. I guess we're doing a little big timing today. Appreciate everybody. Wouldn't be nearly this much fun without all of you. And love the interactions, and take care of yourselves. We'll see you next time. Peace.